What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Alex Eubank here again, uploading Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe right now. Still getting closer to hitting that 500,000 subscriber goal by the end of the year. Half of you guys who watch these videos aren't even subscribed, so make sure you guys do it. Anyways, I wanted to do a new updated transformation video. The last few I've done on my YouTube channel, I haven't done one for the last, I believe, year and a half, almost 2 years. So I've been training around 6 years now, naturally. Again, if you don't believe that I'm natural, I generally do not care. But you'll see in this video, I was even looking through my old Snapchat memories when I was like 17, 18. I was a unit. I had a lot of muscle mass, and you'll see that in this. And I think this helps show I have pretty solid genetics with training. So I'm gonna do a little voiceover. Usually I'll do like music, but I'm gonna do a voiceover, explain how old I am, where I'm at, like what am I doing in life, and kind of my journey. Maybe you guys can learn from this or get motivated by it. I believe I started lifting when I was 16 years old, and I'm now 22. Turned 22 in May. So yeah, I'll just roll the clips of the video and hope you guys enjoy it. All right, so I don't really have any pictures of when I was under 16. I believe this was in middle school, probably around like 12 to 14 years old. I have no idea the exact age. This was before even touching a weight. This was just playing like baseball and stuff. This was freshman year, so this is when I started kind of getting into the calisthenics. So I ran a lot. I did a lot of cardio. I thought running was the only tip to get me abs, and I did keto. I just didn't eat carbs, so I got pretty diced as a freshman in high school. I recommend not doing that. This was just body weight exercises. I did not touch a weight at all. I used to run a mile before each and every workout, so that was crazy. And this is when I started playing football, or this is my last year of football. So this is my freshman year, I believe, of high school. I played wide receiver and DB for those who are interested. I was a really fast kid. I was just shredded, no body fat, but I was small. I think I was around 135 pounds or 125 when I was a freshman in high school, so pretty light. And then I started going to the gym, like actually hitting the weights. Calvin Von Moger, that's his merch. He was one of my biggest inspirations for actually going to the gym. This is when I started bulking up a bit. I started force feeding. I started doing a bunch of protein shakes, and I started kind of dirty bulking. A lot of kids in school would call me like protein or muscles. This is when I really started to fill out and like actually like I noticed the biggest amount of gains when I was 17 and 18 years old. Like 17 to 18 was when I got like stupid big. I went from, again, like I think I was 145 when I started the bulk, and I got to 190 at the end of my high school when I just turned 18. So I turned 18 literally when I graduated and finished high school, and I hit 190 around then. So these pictures are from, I think, when I was a junior to a senior. So this is around 17 years old in these pictures. I was still pretty lean, but I was obviously bulking a little bit. I started filling out my muscle. I was gaining muscle pretty quick. Obviously, a lot of it was going to my chest and my delts, was filling out first, but we still managed to like have a decently defined core. My arms are honestly probably the same size now as they were back then. My arms have always been pretty shitty genetically. I started getting pretty aki. This is when I really started like pushing the calories. I was bringing 2 protein bars to school, and throughout the day I was having double lunches. I literally did not care about grades. All I did was go to the gym and play video games, and this is when I started hitting around 185 pounds to my heaviest, which was, I believe, 190 was the heaviest I weighed, and that was in the last few months of high school, right before I turned 18. So all these pictures are from literally when I was 17 years old. I had a big, wide upper back. My face kind of holds a lot of my fat, you'll see in this, but this is probably the most amount of mass that I had throughout my whole entire life. I think I bulked for around, I think it was, 2 years, two years straight. I just was in a surplus, just eating and training as hard as I could. And then I had an issue where my graduation day of high school, I threw up and I developed a fear of getting sick, and it basically made me scared of eating food. So I lost around 15 to 20 pounds over that summer, and I kind of strayed away from the gym for a little bit. I just wasn't going as hard or as intense. So I lost some weight. You'll see I lose a little bit of size, and I lose some fat as well. And I was able to kind of rebound pretty good. I definitely could see that I had muscle memory, and I was able to, once I started going back to the gym consistently, the size and like the definition came back pretty quick. This is when I went to the Outer Banks, which was 2018, over the summer. I still had a pretty good physique. I wasn't like shredded as I am like more like often now on social media, but I still had a good amount of size and definition. So I went through some hardships in that time of my life. Then I went into college, and I didn't know what I wanted to do in college. So I was going through a lot of shit. So my anxiety and depression was really bad, but I still was like training. Like the gym was like my getaway, so I was still getting a good physique. This is when I had my first like cut. I didn't know how to cut. I just ate less food or ate like lower carbs, and this was when I was going into college, like I said. So we got decently lean, I would say, as I was going into college. Still, obviously, I did a lot of calisthenics. I was doing a little bit of cardio. I used to like running and jogging. That's like what the calisthenics got me into. So I always stayed decently lean after high school, after I had that issue where I lost all that weight. But yeah, I was going through a weird time in my life. I was struggling with the anxiety and depression. I was struggling with like relationships and all that. But I had a pretty good physique this was when I was 19 years old. I was pretty lean, not the leanest I've been. I think I was at 175 pounds in these pictures you're seeing right now. But again, pretty solid physique. I don't feel like I gained much at all since then on my upper body. My upper body stayed relatively the same. And then I went through after I was 19, I went through another bulk. This is the last bulk I've ever been through. This was leading into when COVID started. So this is when I started doing social media content. This is when I got my home gym set up a little bit more with the cable machines, and I bulked up quite a bit. And then I told myself that I wanted to get shredded. Like I was like, okay, I'm going to get shredded now. I want to get tan for the summer. I'm going to start going crazy with this content stuff because this is when TikTok first started popping. So I wanted to get like that Greek god aesthetic vibe. So I wanted to get shredded. I started tracking my calories. I think I was eating 2,100 calories a day, and I was doing around 25, 30 minutes of cardio each and every morning fasted. And you'll see in these things, like I get lean pretty quick. You'll see in each video I start to get leaner and leaner, and my muscles start to pop more and more, especially my upper body. And then I got down, I think I went from 185 to 170 pounds. And this is when the social media stuff started popping off. I started getting reposted on different accounts. The TikTok was doing good. And I got my first sponsors. So around here is probably the best physique I had at this time in my life, because I was able to show the muscle that I put on throughout all the hard years of my high school where I really bulked up. I was able to actually finally show what I was able to build underneath. So this is my first legitimate cut. I had a very high protein diet and everything, and I felt like I looked pretty damn good. After that, because of the social media, I moved to Dallas for 2 months, and I was working out there. I gained a little bit of fat. I didn't, go as strict on my diet, but I was still pretty lean, had a pretty solid physique. Shout out everybody who showed love in the original merch drops. Now it's no longer merch, it's my own clothing company. But yeah, so this is me in Dallas when I was training, and I believe that was 2021 in around February, March. Yeah, I still had a good physique. I was pretty lean. All right, so this was 2021. This is probably the year I experienced the most amount of growth on social media. I was going out to LA nearly every single month. Possibly some of the best videos I've ever done on my YouTube channel was probably this year. And if you want to go back and look at the LA videos from 2021, those are all absolute bangers. I was grinding content like crazy. I got pretty lean again. I stayed on the same body fat for a hot minute. I was around 170 to 173 pounds for, I believe, a year, maybe a year and a half almost straight, of just trying to stay lean, and I was doing social media content. So yeah, this was also a really good look for me. I was the same weight I was the year before, so this is like 2021 summer, but we really didn't gain much size at all, maybe just a little bit, maybe of muscle maturity. This summer, got down to 170 pounds again, which I had in 2020, but I was way more. You could tell there was more muscle maturity there. I looked a little bit better. It popped a little bit more. I was able to maintain a little bit more mass, I feel like, when I went into the cut, although I was still around the same weight. And this is the best I definitely looked 100% in my entire life, was this summer, which was around 5 months ago. Best look I ever had. I was dieting pretty damn hard for a long period of time to do social media and to get content, which was not the healthiest thing to do, and I don't recommend that whatsoever. And then more recently, we've added more fat, we've gained a little bit more weight. I went up to 180 at my heaviest. Since these videos you guys have seen, these were at 170. Now I'm around 180. Fixing my hormones, just feeling a lot better. Again, this whole entire transformation was achieved naturally. Now, not everybody can achieve this physique because based on my genetics, I have really good genetics. I have really good muscle insertions that make me look bigger. And just being lean makes you pop that much more. You look, when you're like shredded and like really, really lean, like single digit body fat like these, you look 10 times better than like if you're at 12% body fat. So currently right now we're getting ready for a show. If you guys have not watched any of those videos, I think I have 2 prep series videos up. Go watch them if you haven't already. I'm going to probably do 1 or 2 of those a week. We are currently 12 weeks out, and I plan on getting the best physique of my entire life. This time really focusing on my macro. Like I want to be able to get shredded like I am in these videos, but hold the fullness, hold my, have a higher intake of water and carbs for my muscles to hold that on, because I never really focused on my macro intake like that. So I want to see how my physique can come and bring to a stage on doing men's physique. So hopefully we do good in that show. But yeah, so this is achieved naturally. And like I said, if I ever do choose to change that and hop on, I will be completely open and honest with you guys on social media. That is a decision that I will make. I'm not going to make you guys make it for me. And I hope that there would be no negativity surrounding that. But as of now, I have been a lifetime natural lifter. I don't care what anybody has to say about it. I've been natty. I feel like this transformation shows that. And if I choose to change it, I will show you guys 100% and I'll be open about it. But yeah, so I think we're gonna get down to 165 pounds maybe on stage, or 162 at the lowest. So it's pretty damn light, but I guarantee you will look absolutely diced and the most shredded I've ever been. So I'm looking forward to it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe, turn the bell notification on so you guys are always up to date when I upload on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. If you like this video, make sure you share it with a friend. I hope this video motivated you in some type of way. Again, you can achieve anything when you put your mind to it, bro. I was so obsessed with this stuff when I was in high school, and I put on a ridiculous amount of size literally in just 2 years. My first 2 years of lifting. If you are a young person and you're still a beginner into lifting, that is the best time for you to grow. Make sure you put yourself in a surplus. You train smart, you train heavy, you train intense, and you make sure you have good recovery. That's it for the video. Code Alex on Raw Gear. I don't know if I'm allowed to say the drop day yet, but there's a Raw Gear drop at the end of this month. I'll list maybe a few of the things that are dropping in a different video. Also going to be dropping some Lightroom presets on my Instagram if you want to go check that out. Those are going to be insane. If you want to make your pictures look a little better color grading and all that good stuff, I'll drop that on my website here soon. That's it. Code Alex Raw Gear, Alpha Line, Celsius, Flex Pro. Until next time, peace out.